Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the backstory. If you're new here, kindly hit that subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified when we post a new video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like President William Ruto has resigned to fate and has decided to follow the law when implementing policies by his administration. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you remember some months back, the Kenyan courts, that is the High Court, made a ruling that Kenya could not deploy 1,000 police officers to Haiti without following the law. And some of the issues that were highlighted during that ruling was the fact that Kenya needed to sign a reciprocal agreement with the government of Haiti. And in their argument, the court said that it was only the military that could be deployed. That is, according to our constitution, it is only the military that can be deployed for a peacekeeping mission in a foreign country. And therefore, President William Ruto's government was needed to sign a reciprocal agreement with the government of Haiti. Now, just 2 days back, the Prime Minister of Haiti landed in the country so that Kenya could sign a reciprocal agreement with his government so that the process of deploying police officers to Haiti could kickstart. You remember, after that ruling by the court, President William Ruto was interviewed by an international media house, and he said the process had not stopped. So Kenyans reacted to that statement, and people thought that he was going to ignore the court orders and deploy those police officers without following the due process. Now, yesterday, President William Ruto met with the Prime Minister at State House and they signed that bilateral agreement.
Congratulations, Mr. Wafula. Your Excellency, Ariel Henry, Prime Minister of Haiti. On October 2nd, 2023, the United Nations Security Council adopted Resolution number 2699 authorizing a multinational security support mission to Haiti. Kenya, having been requested by member states, accepted to lead the coordination of this international mission. Pursuant to this resolution, preparations for the mission commenced, including the authorization procedures, preparation of mission documents, including the concepts of operation, conduct and discipline policy, status operation agreement, and directives on detention, searches, and use of force. There has also been extensive engagement with member states to translate the global solidarity into concrete support for the multi-security support mission. On October 13, 2023, the National Security Council of Kenya and the Cabinet of Kenya approved the deployment of 1,000 police officers to Haiti. Further, on November 16, 2023, the Parliament of Kenya unanimously approved this deployment, both at the National Assembly and at the Senate. Subsequently, a petition was filed in court, and the court determined the need for a reciprocal instrument between Kenya and Haiti to facilitate this deployment. Today, March 1st, 2024, I am pleased to inform that Prime Minister Ariel Henry, here with me, and I have witnessed the signing of this instrument, we have also discussed the next steps to enable the fast tracking of this deployment. And the importance, significance, and urgency of this mission cannot be overstated. It is a mission for humanity. It is a mission in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Haiti. We, as Kenya, together with our brothers and sisters from different countries who have graciously accepted to be part of this mission, to contribute police officers, to contribute equipment, to contribute other facilities, including financial resources, are responding to the cry of children who want to go to school, of women who want to go to hospital and find medicine, to young people who want to further their careers, and to business people who want to continue with their business. We are making this response because it is what is right. It is what humanity, it is what humankind can do to fellow humankind. So we are very proud that this moment and the signing ceremony we have witnessed is the final step in the response that has been asked by the people of Haiti, the children of Haiti, the women in Haiti, the civil society, and the entire society of the Haitian people, for them to have a peaceful country to live in, and for them to contribute to the development of Haiti and global peace, global security, and global prosperity. I want to call on the other stakeholders and the other partners that have made commitments to this journey, that this journey is now as urgent as it can get. If what we saw yesterday in Port-au-Prince is anything to go by, it speaks to the urgency of this mission. And I want to say, from Kenya, we are ready for this deployment, and I request all other partners across the globe to step up so that we can provide response in good time and to ensure that the people of Haiti and the people of Kenya join together in making sure that we all live in a world that gives us opportunities to further ourselves. And I ask members of the international community that we owe it to the children in Haiti that have no peace, to the women in Haiti that experience violence, and to fellow humankind that have no security in their country. Let me conclude my remarks by taking this opportunity to reiterate Kenya's commitment to contribute to the success of this multinational mission, and we believe it is a historic duty because peace in Haiti is good for peace in the world as a whole. And therefore, Mr. Prime Minister, you have my commitment, that of the government of people, and the solidarity of the people of Kenya as we engage in this mission. And I want to promise you that we will not delay. We will be there at the earliest opportunity that is possible. So welcome, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. President. The word for solidarity. Because we are facing a situation where people, young kids couldn't go to school. Women cannot have the medical attention that they deserve. And goods cannot move inside of the country. We did this appeal, and you step up, and you said, we want to help Haiti. We want to exercise a solidarity with you. Thank you, President. We appreciate it. Since months, we are working together to fine-tune this mission, and finally, we sign. it's the last step before the deployment. We hope that the deployment will occur very soon, because the people, they cannot anymore suffer. What this mission is bringing is hope for the future. Hope for the future for the humankind. Hope for the future for the people that cannot foresee tomorrow. I'm not saying the year after, but they cannot see how they will live the next day. How they will come back home. They don't have insurance if they leave their home that they will be back. President, thank you, and we want to thank also all those who are involved in this mission under your leadership. What we could promise you is that we are going to do our best for the success of this mission. It's not an usual mission. According to what I know, it's the first time that a kind of mission is taking place. We'll do all our effort for the Kenyan to look as our brother, the best solidaire people.
Yes.
Thank you once again, and let us work. The hard work is before you, before us. We have a lot to do together. Thank you. Thank you to the people of Kenya.
Mr. Prime Minister, thank you very much. You have our support and solidarity, and we will not delay, as I told you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a plus to the country. Now that the president has decided to follow the law when implementing some of the policies. Now, the Kenya Kwanza administration has faced a lot of legal challenges when it comes to implementation of some of their policies. You remember the housing fund, this deployment of police officers to Haiti, and there's the chief. There are so many legal challenges that they have faced and have lost in the corridors of justice. So now that President William Ruto has come to his senses and has realized that he needs to follow the law, I think that is a plus to the country. There are other issues that he also needs to look at when coming up with bills and policies. Remember, the Attorney General, who is the legal advisor of this country, has come out to complain that some of the bills that are making their way to Parliament have never passed through his office. They just find themselves in Parliament through the majority leader's office and then into Parliament. Parliamentarians have also become very weak. They have been captured by the executive, said that they don't read and debate some of these issues. So if we can decide as a country, or if the Kenya Kwanza administration has decided to follow the law when implementing some of these policies, then I think that is a big up to them. Now, let's now focus on the issue of Haiti now. Yeah, it is a very good, it is a noble cause for the Kenya Kwanza administration or for Kenya to deploy police officers to try and bring peace in Haiti. But now, even as we deploy our police officers to Haiti, we need to ask ourselves some questions. Because there was a UN-backed kind of peacekeeping mission that was deployed in Haiti some years back, and it failed. It had some successes and failures. But even after that peacekeeping mission, you still find that there's still a lot of chaos and there's no peace in Haiti. So you ask yourself, why? And will the deployment of police officers, because Kenya is deploying around 1,000 police officers, then the other countries like Jamaica, Benin, and other West African countries were also deploying like around 2,000 troops. The question should be, will the deployment of these 3,000 troops restore peace in Haiti? And what are some of the underlying issues? Are they political? Or are they just social issues that can be tackled through policing? So those are some of the issues that Kenya should ask herself before deploying their police officers. And we also need to understand that why is it that Haitians are very close to these gangs? What is it that these gangs are doing that is endearing the people of Haiti to them? Is it a system failure? Because if you look at the history of Haiti, the former president ruled by decree. There was no a constitutional kind of election in Haiti. The prime minister right now, who also took over, promised to conduct elections after some period of time, which he has not done. Maybe the excuse would be that there is no peaceful environment to conduct elections. So what President Ruto and whoever is funding this Haiti mission should do, they should also try to assure Haiti people that once peace is restored, there will be peaceful elections in that country so that they can choose their leaders. And then secondly, the peacekeeping mission or the police officers that are being deployed in Haiti should come up with a strategy of empowering the 9,000 police officers that are in Haiti. Remember, Haiti has 11 million people with a police force of like around 9,000. So some of the issues that have been highlighted there is the fact that they don't have equipment and some kind of coordinating equipment and instruments that they can use to deter these gangs. Apparently, US and Canada have tried to deploy warships. So even as we try to deploy our police officers, we should also ask ourselves, do we have the capacity? And are we going there to just restore peace and not build the capacity of the Haiti police force so that they can be able to restore peace and order in that country? So our mission should be to bring back law and order and also to empower the people of Haiti so that they can govern themselves. But it should not be that we are going there to instill an illegitimate government. So after restoring peace, the current prime minister should ensure that together with the civil society, they conduct a peaceful election so that all the grievances that the people of Haiti have can be solved or can be worked on in a process that will win the hearts of Haiti people so that they can work towards improving that country. So ladies and gentlemen, I think it is a noble idea. It is something that needs to be done. But there are other, just as I've highlighted, there are other underlying issues which cannot be solved using police force. There are some social issues that can only, or political issues that can only be solved politically. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us today. Until next time, bye-bye. But if you are new here, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified when we post a new video.